All right, folks, back on the Bossman show here with Coach Paul Wulff, new head coach of the Cal Poly Mustangs. Coach Wulff, how good talk to you, man. How you doing, man?
I'm doing really good. Very excited to be in the situation I'm in, and our future looks really bright.
Yes, indeed. I was on staff. There's an O-line coach there at Cal Poly. Going to coaching changes happen. So for you to get this job, since the administration trusts you, knowing you've been a previous head coach, 2 Souths previously. So how did it feel knowing they really trusted you to lead this program to where it used to be at?
I mean, very blessed, to be honest. I just being able to get to know the president and the athletic director over the last couple of years, and then their mission to kind of build our football program. Obviously, when Coach Bo Baldwin took over as the head coach here a few years ago, they're transitioning from a triple option offense and system, which was a lot different than what we're doing, obviously, at this point. So there was going to be some growing pains and some hard things. And then, of course, you put COVID in it. As soon as we started the program, we didn't get to do much at all the whole first year. So, and we've kind of gone through those, but we feel like, those are behind us clearly. And the product moving forward is going to be pretty entertaining.
No doubt, coach. I must say, when I ask kids, man, being in California, there's so many talented players out there for you to help build a program. You see, switch over from the triple option to a running another different kind of offense. So, about being where you are and can get players who maybe went to a Pac-12 school, but they can come play for you guys and excel in a better environment with you guys. It fits right.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly right. I mean, I think before a lot of the young players, particularly receivers and quarterbacks and those kind of guys, didn't want to really be part of that, obviously, that kind of system. And we feel like there's kids all over the place that can come here. We have such great academics. I think we're one of the top academic schools clearly in the West. And so when you get a kid that is high academic and extremely talented, I mean, we'll beat Mountain West schools on players and those types of things just because of what we offer academically and then where we're headed football wise. And, John Madden and family, building us a new $30 million football facility, that's a huge game changer. And that when that gets completed here in a year and a half, we're going to be very, very hard to beat in the recruiting world.
No doubt. And also, Coach Wulff, is this man having already been there? How's it been trying to retain young men already on the roster because they know who you are, know what you're about, and know your character, know your heart. So how's it been getting young men to stay and not put the name in the portal leave, which you taking over full time?
Yeah, it hasn't been too bad. We lost 2 young men to the portal. One went to the University of Washington. And when they're out there paying players right now, that can be really challenging. With the NIL and that's enticing. So, but what does help us too, though, is that they also know a degree from here is going to set them up for life. And so it's pretty hard just to walk away from this institution based on what you can also get academically here. So that's been helpful so far. We'll still have to it'll be a challenge for us still, moving forward. But I do think they see the vision, they see where we're going. The players that are currently on our roster, I think they're very excited about what we're doing moving forward.
And what you having such academic standards, coach, does it affect you for us getting transfers for JUCO guys, maybe? Does it hurt you there, or is it okay trying to get guys in for the schools based on your high academic standards out there at Cal Poly?
Yeah, it's not easy getting players admitted into school here, to be honest with you. I mean, so you got to have really good grades, but we will take transfers. It's not something we're going to spend a lot of time on, but you could see us taking anywhere from 2 to 4, transfers a year potentially. Hopefully not losing more than that either. We still want to do the majority of this through the high school ranks and build it that way. We just feel for long-term consistency and success, that's the best way to have the core of your program. But we will take a junior college young man. We'll take a 4-year transfer for sure. It's just not something we're going to spend a tremendous amount of time doing.
No doubt. And coach, could you explain for our listeners out here who only watch FBS football that in FCS you only have 66 scholarships of 85 guys. So
Yep.
you got basically some tough decisions on some guys as well, unlike in FBS where you have more to work with. What's the difference between FBS and FCS for us trying to get guys into your program?
Yeah, I mean, really, the difference is obviously that you have 63 full scholarships compared to 85, but we can take, say, for example, one scholarship and give somebody a half a scholarship, another person a half, and then now all of a sudden you have 2 players for 1. And so the goal always is to try to have close to 80 to 85 players on some sort of scholarship. That's always the goal. It's kind of hard to get to that exact number. They don't allow you to have more than 85 young men on scholarship, but usually by the time you hit 63, maybe you're at that 80 to 82 number of kids on scholarship in your program.
Sounds good, Coach. I'm asking you, man, you are in the Big Sky. I know it's East Washington with the red turf. That's a tough league, the Big Sky. So I know it does not get the praise it deserves because of the FCS. But talk about how tough the Big Sky is and what fans look for when they watch Big Sky football from your team, other teams in that conference.
Yeah, the thing, it's changed a lot from a schematics. I mean, people used to think, and it was a very throw it all over the place conference. So people threw the ball all over, and that's what we did. You're 3 and 4 wide receivers all the time, as a whole as a conference. And now it's kind of went the other way. It's very physical, very more run oriented throughout the league. Not there won't be teams throwing it here and there, but it's definitely a more physical conference. I think. Now that we play different schools and we get into playoffs, our physicality is on par to some of the teams from the Midwest and the East, where it didn't used to be that way. And it's changed. It's a tough league now. It's a good league. I think there's a lot of schools that have really invested in wanting to be great into their programs. That's why the league's really taken a big step forward over the last 4 to 5 years.
No doubt, Coach. Let me ask you, man, for you guys at your level, talk about the player development piece, Coach. Like I said, you want to get high school guys. So talk about the player development piece and watching film with young men, getting them out there and doing individual drill work. So talk about that piece of it. Because guys, I feel like nowadays we're playing more 7-on-7 now, being exposed to football more and more. They come in a little smarter. Talk about that piece of it as well. Football has evolved over the years when you and I played.
Absolutely. I mean, that has been such a change to me. Just really, if you look back the last 20 to 25 years, is really the growth of junior league and high school, the development there and how much that's expanded from 7-on-7s to these camps and there's more individual coaches out there coaching young kids. And so they come to college so much more prepared fundamentally, not completely, but they're better and more fundamental than they used to be for sure. And they're just doing more football outside of the season at a younger age now. So when they show up on campus, you can get more young high school players actually help you than in the olden days. The old days, you just would come to college and redshirt and not play. And nowadays, you can get a lot more young men that'll come in, and help contribute, primarily because the advancement of high school football and leagues, young leagues out there. And I think video is the one that's changed the game. I think the video that everyone has access to now, for all the coaches, that helps them learn to teach and grow, and the kids can see video online with Huddle or whatever video program you have. That has changed the game so much and elevated the quality of football at a lower age than I think anything, to be honest with you.
No doubt, Coach. I came out 2002, and I played football, basketball, baseball. So I never touched the football until maybe June.
Right.
So like you said, now it's more just kids are picking this football is my sport. So I specialize in now. Not where when I was my 2002, I was still playing basketball, baseball. I started playing football, which I scholarship for, go play FCS football myself. So it's like for me, seeing these young kids now specializing, this is what I'm doing. This is football is my path, and not to do like I did, played multiple sports as I went through my high school years.
Yep. Yeah, no, it is. And in some respects, I don't like the fact that it's more individualized at a young age. I would like to see kids play 3-4 sports, whatever it is. I think it's still best for them in the long haul. And you'd like to see the participation amongst high schools, all the sports. But unfortunately, there's been a little bit more individualized at an early age. These young men going into it, and girls too, where they focus on one sport, which in some respects, it does elevate them in that sport through high school. I get that. But I also think for the long term, if you're going to play college athletics, I also think playing multiple sports in high school is a good thing.
No doubt. Now, I share with Coach. My dad's a coach, man. He'll be 83 years old this year, man. So
Wow.
he still gets after it, man. He has his legal pads, writing stuff out, man, still. So I'm his only child. He talks about how he got in coaching, he wanted to help impact young men. So Coach Wulff, what was your why to get into coaching and wanted to take this path to be a head coach, man?
I kind of fell into it, and to be honest with you, people thought I could coach. I had some friends say, you need to do this. They just thought that I had passion for it. I always felt like whatever I knew or learned, I'd like to kind of get it across to other people. Like here's my experience of things, and here's what I've done, whether it's exactly through football, X's and O's, the fundamentals of the game, things I've learned, witnessed over my life. And anytime I felt like I was delivering a message and it kind of clicked, I really got internally, it was like, wow, I just made a difference in this young man, whether it's off the field or not. And I just feel like that's my way of giving back, my way of, to be honest, selfishly feel good. It feels good to be able to tell people and coach people and help them work through some way and come to a solution in their life. And that's a very good feeling for me. That's really the reason why I do it.
No doubt. And I actually said, Coach Wulff, like for me, like this past Saturday, I was able to talk to my old college coach as a friend. We went out and had dinner. So it was just crazy. From coaching the guy, he's like a friend now to you. So you went out for dinner. But seeing how he impacted my life years ago, I'm almost 40 now. Things he told me then now make sense to me now because I'm almost 40.
Right, right. No doubt. And I still listen to coaches that I played for, and I love that, and I'm all ears whenever I hear somebody that I know has wisdom and has years of experience. I mean, that's how you learn. And hopefully I'm that to other young men along the way. And all I'm doing is passing down information that I've learned, and hopefully it makes a difference.
No, now, Coach, when you're not coaching and when you're not so locked in, tell me what you gotta do in your free time, man, when you're not so locked in to get this program built, man.
Yeah. Really, I got two boys and my wife. We kind of love the beaches, and we love where we are right here. There's so many things to do. Anywhere from going to wine tasting to going on walks and seeing the countryside. We love doing those types of things. We have two dogs we love, and we take on the beaches for walks and things like that. I used to be growing up a hunter. I used to hunt a lot, but over the coaching years, I've been able, haven't been able to do that as much. But usually just stay active, and it's usually something with the kids and something in their sports, watching them and helping them. Those are the types of things I usually kind of do.
Now, do you have this? Now, my dad has this problem, Coach Wulff. He couldn't resist trying not to kind of coach my coach. Do you have that problem with somebody trying to coach the coach sometimes? You want to
Yeah,
go
I do my best to hold back on that one. It's and I do for the most part. But yeah, sometimes I want to. I just shut my mouth.
I hear that, man. I hear that, Coach. Coach Wulff, it's good talking to you for the first time on the show, man. I'll do this game with you real soon. And best of luck to you as you build this program, man. I love the Mustangs out there, the Cal Poly, man. So keep up the good work, man. Glad you got the opportunity, man.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thanks for having me on. I look forward to doing it again.
Anytime, Coach. You be safe, man.
You too, buddy.
See you now.
Thank you.